Hi guys. I know it's been a while since my last video, but I've been quite busy doing some quite positive things. I've moved house. I now live with a friend, but also, and you other TIs will know how this is, I've just been struggling to stay alive, fighting for survival, hence I look like a bit of a mess right now. It's because I am a mess. I've been dealing with everything as well as I can. Been trying to do everything I suggested to you other TIs, and I do suggest that you continue trying to do them, like staying engaged in hobbies and seeing people and stuff like that. But the truth is, I would never, again, I would never suggest that anybody else do this. I'm just speaking from my own experiences here and what's been going on, but I think I am reaching the end of the line, at least for me. Other TIs might learn how to be happy or happy-ish as TIs, or become content with the life that is forced on them, but that's not me, and it never will be. I'm just not that kind of person, and it's just been too agonizing. It's too much, and I don't think I am gonna be here much longer. Probably not even half a year. I'll still do what I can in that time to help myself. There's one thing that I am willing to try, that I'm open to trying, and it's not what you think, not what you might be thinking. I'll get to that in a minute. To help myself. But also the purpose of this video is to spill some tea, and also update you on the medical side of things, what I'm trying to do to alleviate my symptoms, how I'm trying to deal with just prevent myself from going any more mad until it's time to call it quits. I have been placed on mood stabilizers and an antidepressant. Now, obviously, I do not think that what I am experiencing is entirely just because of just random psychosis I developed like nearly 4 years ago. That's not what is happening. So I don't think it will be a cure. I don't think all these shady people following me around, for example, all of a sudden magically go away. I don't think, because, what am I trying to say here? But it might help calm down my responses to things and just allow me to live a bit more of a peaceful life. I know people probably think I'm suicidal because I'm this Machiavellian psychopath who's trying to manipulate people, but no. The antipsychotics, I'm hoping, will just calm my responses to everything. Now, I know that a lot of things probably are the targeting, but not everything, so I'm hoping it will just stop my brain from interpreting everything as such. But it has just been the last few months, since whenever I last made a video, it's just been an all-around nightmare. Accusations flying at me from all directions about things or of things that aren't even worth dignifying with a response. And just all that stuff, and people continuing to act weird, and scripted conversations, and people trying to manipulate me, like the nature of my relationships and whether or not I have children. That's what I wanted to spill tea about. Just all that stuff. Either I'm trying to be isolated, or and like kind of socially starved out, or it's the opposite and people are bombarding me, trying to essentially traffic me, and I can't take it anymore. I really have just reached the end of road, I feel, and the end of my tether. Regarding kids, so I nearly kind of said this in another video, I think it was a couple videos ago, and people have been trying to pressure me to have them, to not have them, and I don't even know why I felt uncomfortable saying this, because it's not exactly like, it's not a big deal. I feel like I can actually share this with you, like, it doesn't matter. People can know. I am actually infertile. That is the truth, like, more or less. And you only need a preschooler's grasp of biology to know how I figured that one out. But I'm more or less, because of an operation I had, I don't know if you can see this, but I have a stoma bag. And I think it was during the series of complications I got from the surgery, I think, that induced it, and it was a long time ago now. It's like 9 years ago. Yes, I think that is the cause. And if I'm not totally infertile, it's probably one of those cases where I could only reproduce if I had, like, the help of artificial insemination, or I would just have to adopt. I don't want to do either of those things. So I feel like, like with my suicide, I just kind of feel like me being infertile, you all lose. Like, all of the people trying to control my life in some way. And I think that's one thing contributing to me just not wanting to be here anymore. Aside from just not being able to deal with the constant pain, just everybody, as in the targeters, you all lose. And so, yeah, I'm infertile. And so none of the decisions I make regarding relationships are driven by the procreation issue, because it's just not going to be a thing. And even if in some crazy parallel world I could procreate, I wouldn't. Not just because of how much more it would ruin my life, more than it's already been devastated, just ruined, but also because no child deserves to be subjected to being the child of a TI. That would just be a cruelly insane thing to do. But I don't have to worry about it, because I'm infertile, so that tea is spilled. So, and yeah, I have just had it. I can't deal with this anymore. Like I say, I have an idea of something I could do to help myself, but who knows if it will work out. Wish me luck, maybe it will. And I've got a couple of lovely things planned, before I am free of this mortal coil. I'm going to Germany to see one of my lovers. You call it, like, paramour. Going to Tokyo. I'm just trying to see people as much as possible, like people I haven't seen in a while, and talk to people and just make sure that I'm as much at peace as possible before I go. Because I tried to go to a poly meet, because I'm polyamorous. I think I've said that briefly in another video as well, but turns out, even in my own community, I'm not guaranteed to have a safe place, or a place where I'm truly, like, welcome and free to exercise my autonomy and safe. And I'm just like, well, that sucks. Because would have been nice to feel able to be part of that community. But yeah, so everything, it's just gotten too much, and I'm done. I am just done. I am done, and I'm out. I'll probably make a few more videos in the next few months to update you all on the mood stabilizers and antidepressants. I'm not holding out a lot of hope for that, but things couldn't be worse, so I'm hoping they'll help some, like, just calm down my thoughts, like slow them down and not make them as jumbled, and because I feel like a lot of noise attacks, if there are any that I experience, are because of how jumbled my brain has gotten and how jumbled my thoughts have gotten, etc. And people will they just love using that as a pretext to abuse me and hurt me. Or like people out in the streets, like every foray into the public. You guys, I don't have to tell you how it is. But that's just gotten worse and worse. It's just relentless. There's no respite. So while, any of you TIs out there who are watching this, don't take this as advice that you should do the same thing, that you should take your lives. I would never suggest that to anybody. Like, if you found a way to be happy, that's great, but I'm done. Okay, bye.